Get ready for the show, it's about to begin. Pro fan talk when we dive right in. Sports talk, hot takes, ain't nothing we lack. We the real fans, nothing holding us back. Mic check, 1, 2, y'all know the drill. We bringing the energy, we keep it real. From touchdowns on liquid air, on the slam dunks on the court. Every sport, every game, we holding down the fort. We breaking down the plays, dissecting the stats. Pro fan talk, we keeping it fat. Debating with passion, no filter, no doubt. We the voice of the fans, we scream and we shout.
We are at game day, folks. We are T minus what? About 20 hours now. See, the game starts at 8:20 tomorrow night. It's 10:30. So yeah, we are T minus about 22 hours. So we are less than a day. So technically, we got about an hour and a half till it's officially game day. But we are here, and everybody saw the hype video that was made. Very interesting choice, black and white, very low key, very thoughtful and insightful. They're going at it differently. They're going at it differently. And props to Nick Sirianni for doing something that's never been done before. I've never Usually a hype video is exactly that. It's a hype video. This was different. This was different. Talking about what it takes to be great, hard work, things of that nature. And once again, Nick Sirianni is keeping everybody facing in the same direction on the same page. And that's what you want. That's exactly what you want. So, but in any case, what's going on, Carlos? What's going on, Lil G? What's going on, Q? Um, I got a good feeling about tomorrow. I gave my predictions 24-14. Eagles win. I think what's going on, Nina? Jalen Hurts is going to have a good game. I think Jalen Hurts is going to have probably Jalen Hurts might be close to 300, but I think AJ Brown is going to be player of the game tomorrow. We haven't seen him all camp. He didn't play in any camp. He really didn't practice. He was working on that hamstring, getting everything together, and it seems like he's had the whole month off. But now is tomorrow's when you put it all together, and you'll finally get to see what's what. At least the first step in that direction. In any case, 64-14. Oh my god. I'm trying to keep it real. Trying to keep it real. I'll tell you what, man. If Saquon Barkley goes to work, um, I could see us putting up 30 at least. It all depends. It all depends. We've been talking about the Dallas run defense ever since. I mean, since before the Micah Parsons trade, and now that that's happened, what's his name? Kenny Clark. The spotlight is on him. I meant to watch some film today of him from last year when he was with Green Bay, but I just never got around to it. But we're gonna see. We're gonna learn today. Does he have anything for Cam Jurgens and Landon Dickerson? So maybe we go back and you look at that game film to see what's really going on. So I don't know. Might have to do that. Let me see. Might have to do that. Yeah, Alex, it was all good yesterday, man. I went kind of short. Did I even go yesterday? Or was it the day before? Man, these days be running together, bro. These days be running together. But it's about to get hot and heavy, Alex. So as long as going forward, it's really going to get hot and heavy because the season has started and it's going to be a lot to go over. Um, I'm going to try to obviously, it's going to be Eagles every day, right? Even the last 2 weeks, I've done really less and less on the WNBA and been concentrating on the Eagles because I know in the W they about to go into the playoffs, and I'm not even sure what's going to happen with the Indiana Fever. I don't know if Caitlin Clark is going to come back and play in the playoffs. I don't know what the situation is going to be. So I know they only got like 4 or 5 games left. So I think Indiana really needs to win as many games as they can these last 5 games. So I don't know what the situation is with Caitlin Clark. However, my point is that they are about to enter the playoffs. So my focus has been on the NFL right now, especially everything going on the Eagles. All eyes are on us the closer we get to the season. So it's funny how that went. Cleveland took the lion's share of the attention in the preseason. And then the last week, Dallas captured it with the Micah Parsons trade. And then now that the season is actually starting and Dallas is coming to Philly for the banner ceremony and all of that, now it's flipped back to Philadelphia. And the whole situation with the banner ceremony, I think Sirianni played it right. I think the team does not have to be out there for the banner ceremony. But I guarantee you that place is going to go nuts when they come out the tunnel. So, um, possibly. I'm not worried about that because we all on the same page. We all coming out of the starting blocks. So at the end of the day, it's a layered conversation. Is he gonna get some passes off? Absolutely. What gets done after that fact is CD Lamb and Pickens gonna be running by everybody? I don't necessarily believe so. So we've got some things to deal with. They've got some things to deal with. What's going to be the situation with their offensive line? Do I need to go back and watch tape of Chicago from 2 years ago to really get a sense of what Eberflus is going to do on defense? What are we looking at? What are they ready for? What are we ready for? So it's a crapshoot of things that could happen. Yes, Pickens could go off. So could AJ Brown. So could Devontae Smith. Who's the better duo? Is it Pickens and CD, or is it AJ and Devontae? So for anybody that's bringing that up, I can say the same thing about our offense. People still don't want to give Jalen credit for being able to throw the ball downfield, but he proved he could do that in the biggest of big games with efficiency, with accuracy. So what makes you think that he can't do it in a regular season game? I think the big question mark is how is Patullo going to call the game? To me, that's the biggest question mark. So, yo, Lord Vaughn, I just watched that. Not 5 minutes before I got live. Just call it. Just freaking call it. I just watched that. And it was the whole thing about Jalen had a list of plays that he wanted to call during the game, and the dagger was one of those plays. So I just watched that, dude. So yeah, Nina, that video was fire. That was fire. So it was different. Kept everybody on task, kept everybody focused. And that's what we need. So yeah, Alex, Dak is not going to have all night to throw. That is true. That is true. And honestly, I really haven't. I didn't go back last year to look at the offensive line. I should have. I should have. But we'll see. We'll see. I was working on my set tonight, trying to get my graphics and stuff done so I can have a different This background that you see right now is going to be very different for this year. So that's what I'm working on now. So hopefully I can get it right. Um, I was going to try to set it up so I could give you guys like a preview, but I was like, I'm not going through all of that to set it up. You'll see it when you see it, and then we'll go from there. So, trying to, excuse me, trying to figure out a way how to do some more real time motion graphics. Trying to figure out a way if you can do that in Blender. I know you can do it like in Unreal Engine, and I love Unreal Engine, but damn, Unreal Engine can get complicated. So, but in any case, Giants still in the win on Sunday. Okay, okay. We'll see what's happening. Yeah, I saw that, Tiff, when he talking about the loss, because somebody asked him about the his screensaver on his phone. Because I remember that came out last year and he wasn't happy about that. Because somebody kind of like overstepped their bounds telling him about that. And you could tell he really ain't want to talk about it, but it was like the cat's out of the bag. So you might as well. I don't, Vaughn, it's every year it's the same thing. Every year it's the same thing. This ain't no different than last year. So that, to me, that's par for the course from Cowboys fans. You get the same from Cowboys fans. Giants fans are really the only ones kind of realistic because they know that their team is not very good, and they hoping upon hope Jackson Dart will be better than Daniel Jones. But that's not hard to be. So, and of course, Washington thinks they're world beaters now, but we'll see. We'll see. Um, yeah, Carlos, man, you know how the NFL is gonna make their money. Don't get it twisted. The NFL ain't hiding what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing, and they are good at it. So it is what it is. Um, Safety is weak, and we don't know what Hunt is yet. Um, I wouldn't say safety is weak. I don't subscribe to that because Sidney Brown's got experience. Don't forget, Sidney Brown has started for us before until he got hurt. So I don't look at it as weak. Not at all. We might be a little bit thin because Drew Makuba is not ready, but we wouldn't be saying that if Drew Makuba hadn't gotten injured and was starting. And I still think Makuba's going to play tomorrow, but I think Sidney Brown is the right choice. To me, the situation is going to be on Adoree Jackson. And I said this the other day. If Adoree Jackson starts, and it looks like he is going to start, he might not finish. Jacorian Bennett could be the better option, but we haven't seen enough of him. He just got here 25 minutes ago, so he still ain't really learned the playbook. That, to my opinion, that's the only reason why Jacorian Bennett is not starting. He just hasn't been here long enough, and he didn't get enough field time with the scheme. So once he gets a little bit more comfortable with that, that might be a different story. But just like everything else, Adoree Jackson has got his opportunity to show that he belongs in this league. And I don't care who he plays against, because you got to understand, in this league, I guarantee you Adoree Jackson's been in situations before where he done came across, he had to guard an all pro. So he gonna have to do it again. So you got to do it. That's part of the game. That's part of the game. So I'm not worried about safety. Cornerback, I got questions, but we gonna have those questions answered. I don't know what to expect from Adoree Jackson. I can't go by what he did last year. I'm not worried about that. It's from here going forward. It doesn't matter what he did last year. This is a brand new start in a brand new environment with a brand new coach. So all things get wiped off the table and you right back to square one. I love using that example of way back I don't know what, 10, 15 years ago when we brought in Namdi Asamoah. Namdi Asamoah was in Oakland with the Raiders, getting it done, which is why we signed him. But when he got here, he did not fit our scheme at all, and he was horrible. And he's not a bad player. He was just in the wrong scheme, and it didn't work. So I don't know if that's going to be the same for Adoree Jackson. I don't know. I don't know. We gonna learn together. You know what I mean? We gonna find out soon enough. Um, I think Drew Makuba is going to be fine. I just need Drew Makuba to stay on the field. That's it. That's it. You can't get away from the injuries, but you can limit them. So I need him to stay on the field. Drew Makuba, Dallas Goedert. I need both of them to stay healthy. And of course, Jalen Hurts. But I need both of them to stay healthy. We got probably about another 5 weeks, 6 weeks before Nakobe Dean's back. So the defense will be full tilt again. So I'm not worried about that. I mean, JM, you're not wrong, but still, Sidney Brown was doing okay as a starter. I don't know what else to tell you. Is Marcus Epps going to be ready? So I don't know. I think we've got good options at safety. So I'm not worried about that. I'm good with Sidney Brown. Sidney Brown was my pick to start. I was like, Sidney Brown is not going to let Drew Makuba step in and take his spot. If he does, that's a benefit to us. But while I do think Drew Makuba is ready to play and ready to start, I don't think he's physically healthy yet. So he can be a backup for a week and let Sidney Brown do what he got to do. But again, I'm fully convinced Sidney Brown is not a scrub in no shape, fashion, or form. So Sid Brown is going to be just fine. If he's not, we'll adjust. That's simple. But it's going to be a lot going up against an opponent with a real game plan, not just going through team at camp. You got a real game plan. You have to stop a real player, and that's where we are with it when you're at the first week of the season. And of course, under the umbrella of it's Dallas. You know what I'm saying? It's Dallas. So let me see if I can because I was looking at some tape earlier. Chicago's yeah, this is what I was looking at earlier. Yeah, this is what I just gotten into watching a little bit of film. Put me in the corner, but down here, dude, I was ready too. Look, watch this. I got my telestrator right here. We got a too high. Let's see. Go down here. Let's go right here. Hit okay. So we got a too high zone. So you got a 1, 2, 3. You got four down linemen. So you got a 4-2. This looks like a nickel set because there's your DBs. There's your DBs. So you got one. Here's your two linebackers right here. And this is, to me, it looks like cover 2. You're in a nickel set with cover 2. They play nickel, right? So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, There's 4, and there's 5. Here's your one LB. Here's your other LB. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 down linemen coming in, right? So this is what I would expect to see Dallas in. Now that could change. Eberflus could come out with a whole different deal tomorrow. It's possible. It's possible. Can I draw on this like this? Yeah, I guess I can. Go here, here. Yeah, I can still draw. I can still draw. Okay. So we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. Brian, I'm with you 100%, bro. I'm ready to go. It's been a long off season, but it's gone very quickly because it's been a lot of stuff going on. We waited, we got the parade, then we had free agency, then we had the draft, then we got the rings. Like it was always something going on in the Philadelphia area. Um, so we'll see. The prop bets. Listen, man. Not for nothing else, man. Did y'all see what FanDuel did? FanDuel, I guess, is going to cover the cost of the Scepter trains running. So FanDuel is going to sponsor the 2 extra trains or whatever it is to get those extra trains back on the track for the game. FanDuel ain't playing. FanDuel and Dude Wipes. Dude Wipes are the official sponsor of the Tush Push now. I thought somebody in their marketing department needs to get a raise. So it's going to be phenomenal. So yeah, it's all good. It's all good. We know what it is. The banner ceremony starts at 7:45. Okay. I'm sure it'll be on one of the cable channels, but it's all good. So yeah, FanDuel just they're already everywhere. I don't bet, but shoot, I'm like, let me contact FanDuel to see if I can get a sponsor. Shoot. They are everywhere now, man. Smartly. And they've been doing it right. Um, yeah, Philly gonna be lit tomorrow night. They got the trains back on schedule. Um, tailgating is gonna be ridiculous. It's gonna be a good spot to be in. So tired of arguing with our own fans. Yeah, that's what we do. What do you want? Yeah, I forgot about that, Tiff. He sure did. He sure did. I totally forgot about that. Kevin Hart did do that last year. Um, since Family Man, I don't even know what you're talking about, bro. Uh, that's all good. All right, Family Man, go ahead. Dip. Don't leave mad. Just leave. Ain't that serious, bro? You ain't got all the answers either, man. Stop playing. Uh, I saw that with Saquon. Yeah, that always worries me because the optics of it is somebody's getting all the attention, and rarely is it a situation where that person that's getting all the attention that particular season is living up to the hype. So that always worries me. So Brian, I hope you are correct because we still run the ball better than anybody else in the league. And that is still our bread and butter, and they shouldn't forget it. So, yeah, we on troll watch. It's all good, man. It's all good. So, family man, you must not ever be here before, because my opinion is not to change your mind, bro. Your opinion is your own. Y'all know the motto. Say it with me. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody got one. You know what the deal is. So, hey man, the more the merrier, man. Long as you keep it respectful and talk ball, we can talk ball. It's all good. So, Alex, I did hear about Kawhi Leonard, man. That's just like, it's always something, man. It's always something. $28 million fraud scam or something goofy like that. Um, got to be more careful, man. Everybody trying to get you. What did the Oracle say in the Matrix? What do men with power want? More power. What do men with the money want? More money. You know what I mean? So I don't know how he got caught up in that. It could be a situation um, like somebody was taking advantage of him, and he would be the fall guy because he got the biggest name. So, you know, so it should be good. Yeah, it comes with the territory, Tiff. It's all good. It's all good. Don't even sweat it. Control what you can control. Control what you can control. We're not going to be like the WNBA and be trying to tell fans what they can and can't say. It's like, nah, like we don't do that. So, I'm old school. I'm like war games. The only winning move is not to play. So when you get people like that, if they're gonna be mad, they be mad by themselves. So you can see Jordan Davis having a big game tomorrow night. Okay. Okay. What makes you say that? Just you don't have faith in the guard and the center guard combination for the Cowboys? So you see, you don't mind throwing somebody out of the club. Listen, man, you can come on here and talk your talk. I don't care. I don't care. I've had Cowboys fans come in here. I got a couple good friends that are Cowboy fans. So, you know me, man. Um, I keep it 100, but you got to leave the toxic on the bench. Don't come here with no toxic nonsense, man, or you'll get the boot and you get banned. So, but yeah, you can come in and speak your mind. I'm good with that. Just don't come in acting stupid, because I'm not the one. So went to another play, just kind of slid the scrubber forward, and another play. We in the same defense, right? We in the same defense. Yep, we in the same different defense. Uh, yep. One, two, three, four, five. And then you got 7 men in the box. So we are at cover 2 again. And I'm not even sure. They roll over. They shift over a little bit, but turn it off. They bailing out. He's coming through. All right. So the linebacker has got it looks like this guy's taking that guy. Linebacker's coming down, getting that running back. He's out. They're coming. So did somebody blitz? Oh, okay. He went up to the line of scrimmage. Okay, so they got 2 people coming on blitz. So somebody's gonna be open. Nah, he dropped back. So that's wrong. But clear that. Uh it depends. Carter and Jordan Davis both get the double teams. They both get the double teams. Jalen Carter is just good enough to get through them. Jordan Davis, however, he's so big that he just takes up the space. He just takes up the space. They don't move him. And the good thing about that is when you got somebody that big in the hole, if you don't move them, that clogs up the hole, and you, as a ball carrier, you got to go somewhere else. That's the benefit of having Jordan Davis down there. So I'm good with that. Um, yeah, I saw Tiff. I saw Terrell Owens was on WIP today, and him and Hugh Douglas and Ike, they were talking about back in the day when Hugh Douglas and T.O. had the fight. So, like, people don't remember, man, how big of a deal T.O. was. And he was worth the trouble because he was that good. People just forget that T.O.'s in the Hall of Fame. Like, maybe we forget that fact. So we got 3, 4, 3, Joe Paglia, Harold Carmichael, Brian Dawkins, that's 4. T.O. is 5. So we got 5 Eagles that's in the Hall of Fame. I don't even remember. What did T.O. Did he go? What team did he represent when he went in the Hall of Fame? Was he San Fran or can't remember? Can't remember. So Des Bryant's in town too. Okay. I didn't know that. Did not know that. How am I feeling about the defensive ends going into the Cowboys game? Our defensive ends are fine. I'm not worried about Nolan Smith. I'm not worried about Jalix Hunt. So we're good. I want to see that kid from Easy Rock. Is it Easy Raku? The one, because I was hoping that the Eagles was going to get a chance to draft that kid. I like that kid out of Boston College. So I definitely looking forward to him, but he going to be on the edges. So guess what? He got to deal with Mailata or he got to deal with Lane Johnson on the rook. So he might be pretty good, but are you that good? You got a Hall of Famer on one side and an All-Pro on the other. So we'll see. We'll see if the rookie can live up. Well, you know, Jason Kelsey, he on the broadcast booth. BG was doing some broadcast stuff with Good Morning Football today, so that should be good. Because I saw they did something with Jamie Erdahl was in town. Jamie Erdahl put on her Instagram, she stopped by Wawa. I thought that was funny. I like Jamie Erdahl. I didn't think I was going to like her after she replaced Kay Adams, but yeah, I like Jamie Erdahl. Yeah, I saw that. Yep. Okay, he went to the Hall as a 49er. Okay. All right, we got 2 different things. I have to look that up. It's good old Google. What did Terrell Owens? Let me see. See what team Terrell Owens represent in the Hall of Fame. Terrell Owens, there was no single team because he was inducted as an individual player. Okay. So he didn't go as a member of, he went in as an individual player, but they acknowledged that his most, I guess, prominent years was with San Fran. So he also has a separate Hall of Fame with the 49ers. Okay. There you have it. It doesn't even seem like he spent 8 years with the 49ers, though, because there was so much craziness after he left. It's hard to, like, you almost forget he was with San Fran. You almost forget about it. But he was like, I just remember, I guess it was his second year when Steve Young threw him that ball and he caught that touchdown for the win because he had dropped the ball earlier in that game. Do you envy a left tackle on an island in the NFL? No, I don't envy them. Look at what Caliendo did. You got to be a damn good left tackle. So, and you talking about envy him. If you can play left tackle the way Dickerson does, yeah, Tiff, I thought the same thing. I get nervous when I see stuff like that because I know what the optics are. Because the minute that things go a little bit badly, what's the first thing people say? They go with the low hanging fruit. Well, if you wasn't on TV so much, if you wasn't doing so many Netflix specials, you can practice more. And the reality is that stuff that's on Netflix right now. Whenever they did that documentary, they did that months ago. They did that months ago. So they just now putting it out now, but that was completed, edited, everything probably weeks ago, so they can meet this deadline. So, but it still looks bad if things don't go right. Because if we getting our heads kicked in, and he's getting, you know, 50, negative 50 yards, not negative 50, but under 50 yards a game, ain't nobody gonna care about his commercials. Everybody gonna compare about his care about his Wawa hoagie. None of that stuff. Not, at least not here in Philly. I think he's more of an Eagle. I agree, but it didn't end well here. So the fact that he can come back and still kind of kick it with the fellas and stuff like that, you get over that stuff. But I mean, it is what it is. We still appreciate him when he comes to town. That's all you can do. Yeah, Saquon is everywhere right now. Saquon is the golden boy. Did we get no. Come on now. Yeah, it's not gonna let me. Let's see if we can get Chicago. Well, this will be filled out tomorrow, at least for the Eagles and the Eagles and the Cowboys, and then I can't wait to see Cincinnati Browns game. Tiff, I saw that. I saw that. Cooper DeJean got a cereal, but I ain't gonna lie, it looked kind of nasty. It looked like a Captain Crunch knockoff with green crunch berries. First of all, I'm not a fan of the crunch berries. Second of all, I don't eat Captain Crunch because that shit'll scrape up the roof of your mouth. Um, but I did see it, and I hope they don't turn their water, that they milk green in the bowl, because that's something about the color green when you eating that your brain registers as not good, not healthy for you. So, um, but yeah, I saw it. Cooper Crunch or whatever it was. I got a buddy of mine at work. Her daughter lives in Iowa, and I was trying to tell her, like, hey, if your daughter comes home, tell her to grab me a box of those Caitlin Clark flakes. Caitlin Clark Crunch or whatever it's called. So I thought I saw it. I thought I had a thing of it, the cereal. I thought I was on one of the posts on Twitter, but I can't find nothing. Let me see. No, I don't see it. I don't see it. Yo, this is the message that the Eagles sent out about FanDuel. FanDuel has stepped up to provide resources to help fully restore service on SEPTA's Broad Street line for Thursday, um, September 4th, so that Philadelphia Eagle fan can safely and efficiently get to and from Lincoln Financial Field for the home opening. That was super smart. That was super smart. So I don't even know where you can get it from. I don't know where you can get that cereal from. I'm not a big Captain Crunch fan, so I'm gonna pass on that one. I'm gonna pass on that one. Y'all let me know how it is. Oh, there we go. There go Dave. Somebody asked me when I took that picture with the ring on. It was like, whose ring was that? Dave Spadero's. There go BG, always looking like he sleep. Oh, it's already game day, man. We less than 24 hours, bro. It's already game day. So you can chalk that up. It's we just biding our time, trying to decide what I'm gonna want to eat tomorrow. We're just gonna get some wings. You know, I done ate all the damn leftover barbecue. Got a couple of baby back ribs still left in there, but still might just be hot dog sausages and ribs for tomorrow. So Eli Ricks is back on the practice squad. It's gonna be a revolving door in that secondary, man. I believe that. I believe that. We ain't gonna be playing bad. I think it's just gonna be a situation where you're trying to keep that depth up, and we're gonna need them special teams players. Mm. That ain't nothing. Goodness. Who gonna shut down that defense, man? Who gonna shut down that defense? Defense wins championships, and Vic Fangio, last I checked, has not gone anywhere. Last I checked. I did watch Notre Dame versus Miami. I think Notre Dame is just not quite good enough. They're not going to win the national title. I don't think Miami's going to win the national title either. So, mm. Holland Pierce is gone. Said go for the wings. Yeah, yeah. Mm. Questions. Let me see. Thought I had more questions, but I guess I don't. Nah, he hasn't. That's what a lot of people tend to forget. They tend to get the revisionist history, or they get selective amnesia. Dak Prescott has never played against the defense as it exists right now. Um, who's going to have the best game tomorrow on defense? That's a good question. Who's going to have the best game tomorrow on defense? I still say I got my money on Jalen Carter. Chris, I told you, man, I'm trying to go live every night at 10:30. So even if you don't see it, check. Go ahead and check. Nervous Purvis. Nah, don't be nervous, bro. Don't be nervous. It's funny you said never nervous Purvis. I ran into Purvis Ellison. His daughter was working out with a trainer I know up here in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. So I kept looking at him. I was like, man, I know you from somewhere. but I ran into him a couple times when I was in college because I used to go down to University of Louisville all the time to party. And he would always be at some of the parties and stuff like that, and of course um, winning the Natty and just being down there in Kentucky. So Louisville and Lexington, man, they basketball fanatics. That is for sure. Do I think the new Eagles OC will be good? How do you think the new Eagles OC will do? Um, I think Patullo will be just fine. We have to that he's been there for a while, so he kind of knows the lay of the land. He knows what Jalen likes and doesn't like. So that's the benefit. The bad part about it is um, I think the he's untested, so I think he'll be fine. But that is a X factor that everybody's going to be watching. Willie Vassar, what's up, brother? Haha, appreciate you, man, coming back. You as the Cowboys fans, man. I got love for you, man. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for swinging back around, bro. Much appreciated. Uh, AJ Jones been enjoying these late night lives. I appreciate that, brother. Tail into my shift. AJ, where are you at? Where you located? RC, I'm kind of conflicted. I think I'm gonna do a post because the problem with a post is I'm usually watching Seth on his post or I'm watching Barrett Brooks on his post. So I think I'm gonna do a post game show. I don't know if I want to do a I don't know. Do I want to do I think I'm gonna stream it live. Um because I'm thinking the live stream might give me some time to mess around with TikTok a little bit as well. But I think for the first game, I might go ahead and live stream it. I might go ahead and live stream it. So um yeah, that ought to be good. That ought to be good. So just to see. Plus I'm interested to see because I know the numbers that I was pulling last year when I was live streaming, and it wasn't great. I'm still at a point where I'm trying to get above 50 plus consistently. So that's why I started doing lives like this every night because for me, 10:30 seems to be the witching hours. Like I get good numbers, I get a lot of people watching and responding, and I still get a lot of people on that West Coast. So that's why I did it at 10:30. So, but if more people want to come in the room, let's do it. Let's do it. Do you start Nakobe Dean as he gets back healthy? Uh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one because Nakobe Dean is my guy. Um, Probably not. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking about that, AJ. I don't know. I always get conflicted because if I just sit down and watch the game, I'm like, damn, I should have been streaming it. Because inadvertently, what I'm gonna see is somebody that's streaming with like 800 people watching, and I'm like, oh, I got to get to them numbers, and then I'll be, you know, if I don't do it, I'm mad that I didn't. If I do it, then I'll be wishing I did something different or something like that. So, but I know whether I do or do not, I always go live stream at halftime. And what I'm doing now is I go halftime. My halftime show is going to be on TikTok this year. Last year I did it on Facebook, um, through my phone. I would do a Facebook Live, and then usually I am in front of my house walking, like walking back and forth, and talking about my thoughts on the first half and things of that nature. So um, I'm definitely going to be doing that again. Um, I don't know I don't know who the background is going to be, but I'm gonna figure that out. So we'll see. Yeah, dude, you already know, bro. You already know. So, um, yeah, RC, I try to call the games, and I say call the games. I try to give my play by play, and one of the things that I'm actively doing now is going back over film and just getting myself used to what I'm seeing. Um, when I see a cover two, when I see a cover three, if I see quarters, if I see, depending on what defense I see, I want to be able to call that out. So it's just kind of getting used to going with what you see on the field, even though they could be disguised or late blitzes and things like that. You still want to be able to acknowledge what you see right now. I did a couple videos last year. I'm gonna do them again where from the offensive side, I would watch the play again, and then I would put a timer, and I would time Jalen Hurts' drop from the time he got the snap in his hands to the time he delivered the ball. I would time it, and to me, it was like almost like three zones where you get rid of the ball quick, where you wait in the pocket, and you got a good pocket, and you just put it wherever it needs to be, and then when you hold the ball too long. I appreciate that, Tiff. Check in, check in. Nah, Dak ain't getting pulled. Dak ain't gonna get pulled. We unless somebody's getting hurt, um, he gotta stay in and take his medicine. Clayton Adams, Matt Eberflus. Um, okay, okay, bring him in. It might not end well because Eberflus, yeah, what he did in Chicago, yeah, yeah. Nicholas Swin, just to let you know, I'm a Chargers fan, man. Listen, it is all good. It is all good in the hood, man. So now I know I gotta bring up some Chargers updates. So do me a favor, get with all your Chargers friends and fans on your social media and lead them my way. So that's your homework for the night. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Brian, I think it's gonna be rusty. Not necessarily rusty, but um, they didn't play too much. They didn't play too much in the preseason, so you gotta knock off all of the rust the first four games of the season. And the team that can do that the quickest usually has the best start. Because don't nobody really hit in camp unless you go joint practices and stuff like that. So you got to really go with kid gloves on. Uh, that's a good question. We would like to start out fast. I think they're gonna take a couple shots down the field, but we'll see what happens. That's an ebb and flow game. That's an ebb and flow question, actually. Nicholas Swint. Am I from Philly? No, I am from Cincinnati, Ohio, by way of Eastern Kentucky. So, born and raised in Cincinnati. Went to school at Eastern Kentucky, which was like 2.5 hours away. So I was still kind of close to home. Broke all kind of records at EKU and 1AA history. Got signed as an undrafted free agent and stayed in the area. Met my wife and stayed in the area. So I am an Ohioan. So I was quite happy that Ohio State whooped that ass on Arch Manning in Texas. So um, I'm an Ohio boy. Yeah, they did not start out fast. So, but we'll see. I just don't want them to make mistakes, and um, I don't want it to be a situation again where we can't tackle nobody because we ain't had camp. Y'all start slow, we start slow. I definitely won't be confident. Yeah, yeah. Nah, nah. I think Arch Manning just had way too much hype, bro. Way too much hype. All of that stuff that Paul Feinbaum said about him being the best college player since Tebow happened and all of that kind of stuff. And it's like, well, you find out is the difference between being hyped and living up to it. And he didn't live up to the hype. Now he might have some other good games, but after that game against the best team, the best defense in the country, your Heisman Trophy went probabilities got to be dropped drastically because you lost the first game of the season and almost got shut out. Almost got shut out. So you he got the 170 late in the fourth quarter when they were driving because the other team didn't have no damn defense. So, and they couldn't score on offense. It was a defensive battle, and Arch Manning threw a couple balls in the dirt and not good passes on third and long that could have been converted if the pass was better. So just situations like that let me know that Arch Manning is not the best young quarterback in college football. Not right now. That can change, but not right now. Yeah, I was like, I knew that was coming. A lot of people was comparing him with Shador and all that type of stuff, but like you got to be careful, man. When you get that type of hype, this goes back to what I was saying about um, Saquon's documentary and all of that type of stuff. When you put it out there like that, it doesn't always follow the path. At some point in time, you got to strap it up and you got to step on that court and you got to play. So all the hype in the world does nothing. Does nothing. Alabama. They did get blasted. They didn't get beat. They got blasted. Don't be is lose 3 or 4 games this year. It's possible. Yeah, it's possible. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. See, Brian, you a young boy, man. You was the McNabb era when you was a kid. Oh my God. Uh bruh, come on, man. Come on, son. Let me tell you my problem with this. Let me probably my problem with that specifically. Because you look at somebody like Shador and others at various positions, not just at quarterback. But quarterback is the obvious answer. When you have a situation that goes down like that, like Belichick in UNC, to me, That's how bad the situation can get. Don't don't sugarcoat it. Don't talk about it. You got your girlfriend walking up and down the sidelines. What is she gonna help you with? She ain't calling no plays. She ain't calling out blitzes. Get her off the sideline. That's just another distraction. Mm. The Bill Belichick situation lets me know what they said about Shador and all of the antics and all of the other stuff that they didn't want to bring to an organization. That's how you know it's all bullshit. Teams will do what they want to do if they have the money. You had the money to sign Shador. The only problem was they didn't want to do it. But I mean, I'm kind of getting off topic here. Like the whole situation, I'm just comparing the shit show that is UNC with Belichick and his girlfriend, and nobody's came out and just like called him out on the carpet. Nobody from UNC yet, at least I don't see. So what have you sold a bill of goods to all of those kids? They deserve it, Tiff. They deserve it. Nobody in college football has ever exhibited behavior like this. Nobody. You got bad coaches, you got people that don't give good press conferences. We've seen all of that. I have never seen somebody let their girlfriend just run all over them in the midst of being a coach. It's hard to be a coach, anyways. Now you got your girlfriend running up and down the court uh, on the sidelines, and you hell, it's people, it's people that's probably playing that's older than her. And Bill Belichick walking up there like, you know, like everything is cool, and it ain't. It's not. It's just tarnishing his legacy. That's what you get for cheating, Bill. Yeah, they took it. They set him on fire with that. So, but you know, we are going to find out one way or the other if we are the real deal, or at least we're gonna start that journey. I think it's gonna be like I said, 24-14 tomorrow. And it's time to get down to business. And I think Jalen Hurts is gonna have a good game. I think AJ Brown is gonna have a good game. Not that everybody else won't. Is Saquon gonna be plus or minus 100 yards for the night for Saquon? Uh-oh. I read your mind, 24-14. So yeah, man, that's where we are, man. That's where we are. I'm ready to rock and roll. Wake up tomorrow. It's gonna be everybody, the media heads, the all the shows are gonna be about us. It's gonna be about us. So, and I'm all for it, man. So, but listen, I'm gonna get up out of here so I can go to bed so I can get up early and be all down. I'm thinking about should I go to work tomorrow because I work from home, but I might go to the office tomorrow because they're having the Eagles party for the first game of the season. So that should be fun. Um, I don't know. But I'm definitely gonna do the live stream tomorrow. So don't, that's gonna happen. So um I'm ready for it. We are here. All of that talk, all of that summer, all of those preseason OTAs, all of that stuff, and we are at the first game of the season for 2025. That is incredible. That is absolutely incredible. So we have officially kicked off the Run It Back campaign. This is the official location of the Run It Back campaign. So if it's free food, go to work. Yeah. Because they always, last time I did it, I wore my jersey, took pictures and all that type of stuff. Don't nobody, they everybody know me, so they ain't asking for autographs and stuff like that. But I do like taking pictures. I don't really wear my jersey a lot because my belly's too fat. But I would do it for that. So, but yeah, it should be good. But we here, man. Let's get this party started. Let's start the Run It Back campaign, right? And we gonna get this thing popping. So I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Y'all have a good night. Sleep with your Eagles jammies on, just like Christmas. You're gonna wake up with your green jammies and your green hats on, and you're gonna be ready to go down to the link and get things started, man. So y'all have a good night. I will be going at it tomorrow during the game, and let's get ready to get this dub. It's Dallas week. The time is now. Let's get it. I'm gonna see y'all later. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. Bring your friends. Everybody bring your friends. If I got 32 right now, I need to have at least 64 tomorrow. Is that an unreasonable request? If I got 32 right now, I need to have at least 64 watching me tomorrow on this live stream. So I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. I'm probably gonna get started. The game is at 8:20, so I will probably be on the mic like 7:45, somewhere around there. So we're gonna have a good time. And like I said, bring your friends, invite your people. I need to double this number. I need to get 64 tomorrow. 64 people live on the stream, but we can get it done. So I'm gonna get up out of here. Have a good night's sleep. I will see y'all in the morning. Go Birds.